Hi everybody, this is Avram Chapter from the Jewish Learning Exchange. We're back from our trip. We were in Israel, very special, my grandson's bar mitzvah, among other travels that we had to family and friends. I want to first of all thank Rabbi Rubinstein for covering for me while I was gone in my travels. He did a wonderful job and I greatly appreciate his sharing his knowledge and I appreciate his friendship. Israel was very special. Got to spend a lot of time in Jerusalem. Got to pray at the Kaisel, the Western Wall, and Kever Rachel, the tomb of Rachel. Very special experiences. Let's talk about this week's Parsha, Parshat Ki Seitze. And Parshat Ki Seitze has a wide range of laws dealing with a wide range of topics. But one of the things it talks about is the importance of keeping vows and actually discouraging making vows unless you feel very confident you can be able to keep it. And one of the verses says that make sure to keep your word. And this is a very powerful idea, even unrelated to vows. The importance of a person's word should be solid and reliable, and they should keep their word. You make a commitment, keep your word. And two beautiful examples of this is the Chavetz Chaim, the saintly Bisol Meir Cohen Kagan, wrote a monumental work on Jewish law called the Mishnah Brura. And it's a 6-volume work that's studied around the world to this day, the basis of many laws of daily living. And before he sold the Mishnah Brura, each volume was checked to make sure there was no pages missing and none was stuck together and no misprints. And his daughter was about to go out to a friend, and he asked her, please come and check 3 volumes. And she really didn't want to go. She was planning going to a friend. Says, please, I'll do it. I want to go play now. And he said, no, I really need you to check these 3 volumes. She says, okay, I'll check 13 later. Let me go now. Chavetz Chaim didn't say anything, and she left. When she came back, lo and behold, there were 13 volumes of the Mishnah Brura waiting for her to check. And she said, oh my gosh, I didn't mean that. I was just kidding. I was just exaggerating. And Chavetz Chaim said, a word is a word. You said something that you're going to check 13 volumes instead of the 3 that I wanted you to check before because you wanted to go to your friend. Now you have to keep your word and check all 13. Taught an important lesson of the power of a word and keeping that. A beautiful story happened with 2 great Hasidic rabbis, the Biana Rebbe and the Bluzhev Rebbe. Someone had a baby and gave the honor of Sandik to hold the baby during the circumcision to the Biana Rebbe. The Biana Rebbe couldn't make it. He had a conflicting event. So the man asked the Bluzhev Rebbe, the great Hasidic master, the Bluzhev Rebbe, I recommend, by the way, a beautiful book about many aspects about the Bluzhev Rebbe during World War II called Hasidic Tales of the Holocaust, a very inspiring book. That's an aside. But in any event, the Bluzhev Rebbe was honored to be the Sandik, to hold the baby. Then what ended up happening is the baby chickened out and it became yellow, it was jaundiced. So when he was able to do the bris, the Biana Rebbe, the first rabbi, was available. And now he had a dilemma. Who does he give it to? He asked the Biana Rebbe. Biana Rebbe couldn't do it before. He asked the Bluzhev Rebbe. Bluzhev said yes. But now the Biana Rebbe was available. And he went to talk to the Bluzhev. And the Bluzhev said, don't worry about it. It's fine. And they came to the bris. And the Biana Rebbe said, Bluzhev Rebbe. He says, no, Biana Rebbe, I want you to do the bris. And they went back and forth. And finally the Biana said, okay, the Bluzhev said, okay, I'll take it and I give it to you. And again, there was a question about who would have the honor. And finally, the Bluzhev Rebbe said, Biana Rebbe, you take to be the Sandik. You take the honor of holding the baby while during the circumcision. And I will take the honor when this child grows up. I will be the officiating rabbi at his wedding. Now, the Bluzhev Rebbe was at that time, he was over 70 years old. And sure enough, in his 90s, and he was weak and not feeling well, and he had just had surgery, but he said, I gave my word that I'm going to officiate at this young man's wedding, and I want to do it. And he did. in his 90s. So we see the power of words, and we shouldn't take words lightly, because words are very powerful, and it reflects about who we are if we're a man of our or a woman of our word, that a word means something, that it's a statement. It's not just words that we're just flipping out. We don't think about what we say or what we type, but we keep our word. Is a very beautiful and powerful idea. May we use our words well, and may we keep our word to show great integrity and be an example of what integrity is, and make a Kiddush Hashem and sanctify God's name. And guess what? When we keep our word, then our prayers have great potency, because our mouth is being used for holy things, and we keep it and use it well. May we use our words well, and may we pray and hope for the return of the hostages, and everyone who's misplaced should come home, and all the soldiers should come home, and we should have the full and final redemption soon in our days. Have a great Shabbos.